going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not too long ago, a lot of people were claiming that XDefiant is going to die because it's way behind expectations for Ubisoft. If you guys don't remember the exact article, I'll showcase it to you guys right here. Guillemot replied, "It mostly reflects the softer than expected sales for Star Wars Outlaws. We also had behind expectations for XDefiant, which we will give you a bit more detail at the end of October." So ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We're at the end of October, and I am very curious to see what the CEO has to say about XDefiant and, why it's behind schedule. What's going on with this game, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you guys something. I saw what the CEO had to say. And man, oh man, it is looking extraordinarily good in my personal opinion for XDefiant. Now, the CEO didn't say anything too insane, as you guys are going to see here very shortly, but it is definitely not what they promised to showcase at the end of October. And from my current experience, which I'm going to showcase a lot of proof to you guys, I think that this game is performing very well, and it's only going to go up from here. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you do enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time, obviously mostly XDefiant and Black Ops 6, so if those are your type of games, by all means, like I said, hit that bell. And last but not least, I will be grinding out some Black Ops 6 today on stream, since it is indeed double XP weekend. I'm going to be trying to reach Prestige 2. So if you guys want to go ahead, hop in, chat it up with me, or even hop into the open lobbies that we host on all these games, by all means, you guys find a link to that Twitch channel down in the description of this video. And that should be up and live around 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now with that being said, let's get into what the CEO said about XDefiant. Honestly, they didn't say anything. They claimed there was going to be a bunch of stuff to be said about what's going on with this game. Here we are at the end of October, and this is what we got. As you can see here, in one question lobbied at Ubisoft CEO during the recent financial call, the radio silence around XDefiant was noted. One analyst questioned why Ubisoft wasn't talking about XDefiant and asked if it was an example of games as a service not panning out for the firm. And as you can see right here, the official response from the CEO, XDefiant is behind our expectations, but the games as a service strategy remains core. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So, I guess we can honestly say that it is a little worrying that the, CEO and everybody else is refusing to bring up XDefiant at this call. But personally, I don't think it's very concerning, because realistically, if there was negative things and they claimed that there was negative things, they would have them prepped and good to go to showcase to all their shareholders. Why is it after they stated that they have negative things, now they don't have anything to present? It's almost like the game almost took a 180-degree turn. They have different statistics to work off of now. And although the game isn't at, a perfect spot, it's not day one numbers where they're pulling in millions of players. It's definitely nowhere close to where, the first initial article and, obviously where the CEO said they were behind expectations. We're not at that spot anymore. You got to think, XDefiant was in a really bad location, right? Preseason, Season 1, although me, myself, and many others enjoyed the game, we can't deny the fact that the game was literally bleeding out numbers. People were not playing the game, and the worst part of it all, nobody was spending money. No Battle Pass skins, no store bundles, no anything. And honestly, you can't blame these people, because the store bundles were not worth it whatsoever. It wasn't worth any cash, and obviously people who've been following this channel for a while now, you've heard me say it a million times over, but for anybody new, the developers made it very clear that they want to prioritize the game working over putting skins in the store. So yes, I know it's rough, and it sucks that, obviously the store has been sucking for the past, season and preseason, but the reality is that they want to prioritize the game first, and then they'll worry about everything else afterwards, which I personally appreciate, but at the end of the day, that doesn't bring in money. So again, during the time that the CEO said they were behind schedule, that is the outlook of the game. No skins in the store, everything's garbage, everybody in the lobby is running bare bone skins, we're not completing any, and when I say any, I mean any of the community challenges. That was the spot that we were in when the CEO said what he said. Fast forward to current date, they have absolutely nothing to say about it anymore. They promised that they would come with some, some stuff to explain what's going on, why it's doing bad. And here we are at the end of October, and they don't have any of that stuff. Now, if this game was still performing exactly how I explained, where it was no bundles, nothing worth paying money in this, in the store for, nobody's buying battle passes, if we were still in that position, along with them not giving us any of these details on what's going on with the game negatively, I would be stressed. But from the time that they put out their very first statement saying that this game is behind schedule, from that point up to this current date, the whole store shifted. Absolutely. There was like one skin that was worth buying, in my personal opinion, throughout the preseason in Season 1. And that was the Season 1 GSK bundle. That's the only thing I found worth it, okay? After this statement came out, everything changed. There has been multiple bundles that look phenomenal. I've actually had the cravings to open up my wallet for once in my life. And again, you guys know me. I've been wanting to open up my wallet. I want to give these guys cash because I love the game and I love what they're doing for the community. But just nothing has been worth it. I just can't bring myself to spend anything on something that I just don't like. But I have been really having, problems not wanting to cough up more money in their store because all the bundles have been gas. On top of that, all the players that I usually see within the matches now are wearing skins. Nobody's really running around with plain skins anymore. You will see them on the occurrence, especially when you get some more, noob lobbies and you can farm some, people. But the mass majority of players, who are playing this game now are actually running skins. They're running things from the battle pass. They're running store bundles. Basically, visual proof that people are spending money in the game. Compared to before, in preseason and Season 1, when they put out the statement, nobody was. There was no indication that anybody spent a dime in XDefiant. It was just basically a bunch of people enjoying the game because it's fun, right? We all enjoy it. But nobody finding a reason to spend anything because it's just simply not worth it yet. That is no longer the case. Pretty much everybody in this game is running some type of skin. And once again, that's pointing towards the direction that, they're doing things correctly. The tides are changing here. And the previous statement they had for the game is no longer valid because they're actually making cash. And as I said before, the community challenges is one of the best things I think can showcase if the player base is still relevant because they're still marking them pretty high. And as you guys know, we just recently had the drop of Black Ops 6, and obviously no hate towards Black Ops 6. I actually enjoyed the game. But a lot of people were coming in my comment section saying that this game is done for when Black Ops 6 drops. Oh, all the players are going to leave XDefiant once they see how Black Ops 6 is. Oh, it's done for this game. Everybody was saying that in my comment section. It was getting ridiculous. Well, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is just absolutely phenomenal in my personal opinion. This right here was our community goal. Big Hurt as a community deal weapon damage. We had a 2 billion goal, which is actually kind of complex for, a lot of the community to go ahead and complete when it comes to damage, especially, if it's a lot of newcomers playing the game, which there are. There's a ton of newcomers in this game. That is not going to be something very easily completed, especially, once again, during the Black Ops 6 weekend, okay? This began when Black Ops 6 launched, okay? So if we were going to go by the words of everybody else in my comment section, this would have never got completed. This is a hard task to finish, and if it's not enough players, it's not going to get done, but guess what? We got basically close to 3 billion score, and that had 3 days left, ladies and gentlemen. Close to 4 days left. All right, we were able to complete this within probably the first day or two of Black Ops 6 launching. Like, let that sink in really quick for a dead game, right? In the first couple of days of Black Ops 6, we destroyed this goal here. And then I went back and looked at it again. 1 day left. Obviously, it's gone now because, by the time of this recording, I've been waiting for the 31st to come around so I can hear this information from the CEO. So I couldn't post up these challenges right away. But now, 1 day left of the challenge. So basically, like 4 days deep into Black Ops 6. We have 4 billion total damage. I don't know what it ended at. It might have ended, a little bit higher. But guys, that is absolutely insane. Not only did we complete a very hard community challenge during the launch of Black Ops 6, but we demolished the challenge. We absolutely destroyed the challenge. To me personally, that is not a sign of a dead game. So yes, I can see where the CEO being silent and nobody really discussing XDefiant could be a bad thing, but at the same time, I don't think it was. I think that they initially had something prepped for the shareholders to discuss what's going on with the game, what's, impacting it negatively, and, maybe their plans on changing it within the future. And instead, we were greeted with, yeah, it's a little behind expectations, but we are still sticking to the plan. That's what we got greeted with for this discussion on why the game is way behind schedule. That's all we got. So, in my opinion, although it does look bad from some viewpoints, I definitely can see the positives within this as well, as in the game is doing fantastic, and they had to change up their plan. They couldn't come back and say the same thing they were planning to say. They can't because the game isn't in that state anymore. It's in a different state, which means that they have to go back to the drawing board and address it differently. But I am very curious. I'll be honest. I hope that the CEO does deep dive into XDefiant, because I don't want it to just be pure silence. I want them to actually come out and give us really good details on what, their plans are. Mark Rubin has been keeping us in the loop. But man, I want to see a little bit more, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. But maybe that's just me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. As always, guys, you already know, if you guys are curious for more content just like this, we post here daily at 8 in the morning Eastern time, mostly XDefiant and Black Ops 6. We got absolutely everything for you. Also, subscribe and hit that bell. And last but not least, guys, don't forget, I will be live streaming today over on Twitch playing some Black Ops 6. We host open lobbies. We're always keeping up with chat, so if you want to chat it up with me, you could do so. We have tons of great vibes, and the community over there is phenomenal. Tons of fantastic people. So if you are interested and you want to tune in, say hello. We will probably have the stream up between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time, and those streams go for like 4 or 5 hours. So we'll be up until like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern time. So if you got some time anywhere in between and you want to chat it up with us and hang out with the community, by all means, tune into the stream. I got a link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.